I completely destroyed my bullet journal. Let's talk about it.
Hey y'all, I'm Kate with Salty Katie. I run an online planner shop and make videos about planning, productivity, and organization. I'm so glad you joined me today.
Okay, if y'all saw my September bullet journal setup, I said that I was having a hard time keeping up with my bullet journal on the daily. And as a result, I went ahead and stuck my bullet journal on the return of my kitchen countertop. I try to create some separation between my home life and my work life, so I'm not here in the studio on weekends. So the best place I could think of that I would see my bullet journal every day was on my kitchen counter. Fine, right? Wrong. Okay, so last Friday, my husband and I had my folks over for lunch and we fried these really big, beautiful Gulf shrimp. They were so delicious. Everything was great. We had a good lunch. My husband cleaned up the kitchen while I was visiting with my parents. It's all good. Sunday rolls around and my husband and I were standing around the kitchen counter and I pulled the bullet journal toward me and I was like, oh, what is that? Oh, it smells like shrimp. Somehow the shrimp juice had leaked in between the little gaps between the tiles on my kitchen counter and had gotten on my bullet journal. Now, typically your jelly cover would protect your book from that. You could just wipe it with a Clorox wipe and everything would be fine. However, this particular planner has an elastic on the back and the elastic just sucked up that shrimp juice right into the cover of my planner. Y'all, I did everything I could think of to take care of it. I used paper towels, I sprayed it with Febreze. Nothing I did worked. As a matter of fact, nothing I did even took the smell down some. So basically, I completely destroyed my beautiful B5 bullet journal with shrimp juice. I've been a part of the planner world since 2015 and have never destroyed a planner. This was my first time. So I had to start a whole nother bullet journal. And I thought we might as well do our October bullet journal setup while we're at it. So let's get into that.
Okay, y'all, I chose a Archer and Olive traveler size for my new bullet journal. I'm going to start with my quote page here and then move on to the index. I'm using the same stickers I used last time. They're printed on matte clear sticker paper. Let's move on to our grid cheat sheet here. This traveler size is pretty interesting. I tried to split it up into as many different ways as I could think of just to make it easier as I'm setting up the bullet journal. It's basically twice as tall as it is wide, if that makes sense. So it's like 19 across and 38 down, which you can then split. And I'm just going to use my little sticker here to mark off grid cheat sheet. So next is our Later Bitches spread. This is the same spread I had in my last bullet journal. Stands for the pounds I have left to lose. I thought Later Bitches was a good title for that. And then you're going to see me use these little pink stickers to mark off the pounds I've already lost. And here's one of the little pink stickers that says Go Ho Go. This is a simple affirmations page. I'm going to try this month to work a little harder on affirmations and intentional thought rather than sort of letting my mind do what it wants to. This is another of my favorite spreads. Is your behavior helping you reach your goals? Ho. I include this in every bullet journal setup. That is the single best question you can ask yourself if you have goals as to whether your behavior is helping you get there or not. Then I'm going to dig around in my stickers for a while because I'm having a hard time finding my trigger tracker sticker. So all I'm looking to do here is make a list of things that happen that may trigger depression or anxiety. I'm looking to track those. And then our intentional thought spread. And then we're going to move on to our cleaning spread because that was working really well in my B5 Archer and Olive. I enjoy seeing what task I'm able to get done each week. This along the left-hand side is by room, split up by room, and then tasks inside that room. And then along the bottom axis is a Sunday week ending date for October on through, I want to say, March. So each of the numbers represents a Sunday weekend and date because I'm wanting to track whether I'm getting these tasks done every week or not. So I'm going to refer back to my B5 to make sure I'm filling in all the tasks I want to complete each week. So there's our completed cleaning spread. We'll move on now to in pixels. So I dig around for a sticker, but it turns out I didn't print that one, so I'll have to do that later. So what I've got set up on this spread is both, like, I guess you'd call it a month in pixels for September, October, November, and December. And then I've also got a word a day set up for each of the remaining months of this year. And since I had started it in my B5 bullet journal, I wanted to transfer it to this new one because I was actually enjoying that. I like to see how my mood is, especially during the darker half of the year. Sometimes I have a little seasonal affective issue, and this helps me kind of keep on track of it. So I'm just filling in my color code here. Both great and okay for moods are in the pink range. So when I look at this later, what I'm looking to see is mostly pink and less of the green, the purple, and the gray. At least that's what I'm hoping. So here I'm just going to fill in what I had already done for the month of September. This is probably the only spread I'll transfer into this bullet journal, into the new one. The rest of them I just left that were specific to August and September. So again, it's mostly pink I'm looking for. And then I'm also transferring in my word of the day for the first 2/3 of September. Some words might be like worry or electricity because the electricity went out that day, or I was tired that day, or I had a margarita that day. That's the kind of thing I'm including in here. So here's how that spread looks up close with my little color code. And next we're going to move on to the feeling like shit page. This, I just make a list of things I can do if I'm feeling like crap. I had to skip the next one because I had forgotten to do a wish list sticker. Now we're going to go ahead and set up for the month of October. So I'm going to do my habit tracker here, which is not really a habit tracker. It's more like a sort of halfway between a symptom tracker and a habit tracker. Like I track stuff like headache, heartburn, if I'm tired, if I'm depressed, that kind of stuff. If I do a reading that day, like different stuff like that. And I left some extra room there in case I want to add things partway through the month. And then the next one is, I call it my sleep hours tracker, but it's not only that. It's sleep, my energy level, my anxiety level, my mood, and I use these little dot stickers in different colors to denote which is which, and then I try to look at it across a month. But I accidentally printed out my little dot stickers too big. You'll see here in just a minute how that comes out. So here's my little stickers, and I'm using my little pliers to try to put them on there. And I specifically tried to make them the right size yesterday, but I guess I just messed it up and made them a little bit too big. So here's our final flip through. I'm really looking forward to using this, and I'm hoping against hope that I don't forget it or get shrimp juice all over it.
Okay, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this brand new bullet journal setup. I'd love it if you drop it down in the comments below if you've ever destroyed a planner. Maybe we could all laugh about, I mean, it's not funny at the time, but later, maybe we could all laugh about it in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you back here again next Sunday. Bye, y'all.